distracting.
Soul is distracted. So welcome. Hello and good evening. What's up, sis? I see we got on our black on black today, because Black lives matter and so does other lives matter too. Man, listen. Welcome to another episode of 369 So Much More Than Travel. I am Tanya Evans, along with my girl.
Sasha Roberts.
And I was told I talk too much. So without further ado, I am turning it over to you, Sasha. So wait, wait.
You don't talk too much. You talk just enough.
Wait, no, I don't. Look, I used to look. I ain't gonna lie. And if anybody that know me like they know me, I forgot to put our little banner up on BAM. And anybody that know me like they really know me know I talk too much. I used to get my butt toe out the frame for talking too much, right? And I always had stuff good to say. I was like sometimes giving the answers and stuff when my friends was like, hey, tell me the answer. And I would tell them the answer. It was the right answer, but I was, just always helpful and always trying to tune in and chime in with my helpful information and stuff. And then people just be like, girl, you talk too much. And I'm just going to say, you can support my sis by sending stars. Stars help her earn money for more content. So if you are streaming on her page, if you are streaming on her, on my page, Facebook and YouTube, she gonna have to get me tech savvy because she's making all this money in this on Facebook and stuff. So listen, Sasha had a good topic to talk about tonight, and we're not gonna be before you long because it don't take nobody that crazy to take nobody that long to go crazy. And we got this it's Friday, it's payday for a lot of us, me and Sasha. We got paid today, so that's why I'm always in a good mood, because I wake up every day. That daily residual pay be something else. It'd be like ching ching, and I'd be like, thank you. But we gotta get ready for this for our Friday night live. So and y'all gonna see that Zoom ID popping up on the screen like bam right there. That's the Zoom ID for the Friday night live. Make sure y'all get back with one of us or anybody that shared this on their page and say, hey, I want to see what the that girl got to talk about. Because yesterday technology wouldn't allow me to play the video that I wanted to play for y'all, because it's a good video. Shout out to 3-star ambassadors Maria Roberts for doing her thug thizzle on that video. I really love it. I like her way she's sitting on the couch like, you know what? Maria has always have the nicest shoes.
She does. She does.
Yeah. But yeah, if you are tuning in, click like and click share. I want to talk about this our topic for today, purpose. We talking about purpose. And Sasha didn't go into debt what she wanted to talk about, so I'm gonna turn it and don't you cut that camera off. But let's talk to the let's chop it up for the a little bit with the people tonight.
So purpose. My purpose has changed over the years. I know growing up a lot, I was always that mommy figure. That person that always helped, the ones around me, the ones that I love. And I found myself always helping ones that didn't want to help themselves. And so it left me in sticky situations. So I had to look at what my purpose was and kind of reevaluate that. And while I still help people, I help people who want to help themselves in the same process. Because I was on a prayer call this morning and it was amazing. That's kind of where I got the idea for the topic of purpose. Because a lot of times we don't step into our purpose due to fear of the way people may not support us, the way they may judge us or look at us. But you can't let that hold you back from doing what you were created to do, and so with my reevaluating, a few years ago, I found myself in this company. And so my purpose has changed over the years. And if it doesn't change, then it's time for you to reevaluate some things, because your purpose should change as you grow and learn new things. I don't really know where to go with the topic purpose, because it's so much that you could cover under that one umbrella.
Because I was, when you, as you were speaking and stuff, talking about the prayer call and stepping into your purpose, and I used to have that fear, and I remember, a lot of stuff that I used to say that I was gonna do, that I've actually conquered. All the things that I've actually conquered and actually done is because I said I was, that was something I wanted to do. But I had a whole bunch of people saying, "No, that you can't do that. You can't do that." Like I remember when I was a little girl, look, I'll never forget this. I was in 3rd grade. I had a teacher named Dr. Cope. If you out there watching Dr. Cope, I need you to really tune in. But she had told, we in 3rd grade, that's when you had the show and tell, and well, you wouldn't know, but they, they used to have show and tell, and
we used to
what you
do
want.
show and tell.
Okay, what you want to be when you grow up and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so I told I said, well, I'm gonna dress up really nice. I'm gonna be able to dress up really nice whatever I do. I want to dress up really nice. I'm gonna travel the world, and I'm gonna get paid to talk to people all over the world. And she said, that job does not exist. And if it does, let me know when you find it. Let me know. So Dr. Cope, let me tell you, all them times you kept calling my mama to tell her that I was talking too much in school. Listen, I found the business that allows me to share information. And in order to share information, I got to talk to folks. Even when I don't feel like it, I could look, even when I want people to get out my face, I can start talking about my travel business, and then they'll either walk away or they'll be listening. Because everything I do is a tax write-off. I was going through my taxes today, and every time I was marking stuff that could be wrote off on me, to be wrote off on my taxes, the money just went up. And I was just like, oh,
that refund, that refund that you giving yourself.
Yeah, for working for myself. I mean, I used to complain about why I got to pay all this high. Like when you go to the grocery store and you look at the price, like, oh my goodness, and you got to get the generic because you really want the name brand. I'm just being real. I'm just being real and real transparent. You know me, girl. And I'd be like, there was a time when I used to look at the price and be like, oh. So instead of getting Miracle Whip, I would get something like Hellmann's or Pickle John's mayonnaise or something like that.
Let's be real. I mean, with the cost of inflation and the cost of living nowadays, it's a lot of people that done had to switch back to, taking that
instead of getting a dozen eggs, you got to get a half a dozen. They sell a half a dozen. Do you know 6 eggs is like $7? $7 for 6 eggs. So you already know what 12 eggs is. I mean, and I'm just saying, my purpose in life, I feel was, because I stay in my word. I study the word, and according to the word, God already gives us the talents that we need in they're instilled in our innate DNA to be successful. So everything that I have within my own self to be okay, I have that, and this company allows me to do just that, and it's allowing me more. So important to me is to face fears that I faced. Yesterday we showed a video of me, getting in a whole ocean and not getting ate by the man. I be watching these movies, so I gotta stop watching so much TV. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't have never,
A lot of times it's ourselves that keep us from stepping and walking in that purpose, and that personal fear. Just like you said, God already gives us what we need to be successful. He does. But in the same sense, we block it and we don't step into it because of our own self talk, our own self fears, and things like that. So stepping into purpose, sis, this business, like you said, it allows us to live the life that we always thought we weren't able to live because of
Didn't
outside
deserve.
circumstances. So stepping into purpose, a lot of times you have to take a risk and you have to have that faith. And you just got to believe that you have what it is already inside of you to become and become successful and go where it is that you want to go. And success isn't always defined by money. Some people
Right.
look at success only defined by money, but it's not. As
Mhm.
long as you're doing what truly makes you happy and living in happiness, then you're living in purpose. Um so one thing, let's go back to you talking about getting dressed up and traveling the world and making money. So I never
Mhm.
knew that there was a job that exists like that, or so much a career, a lifestyle that exists like that. Because normally you have to clock in and um, answer to someone in order to make money, unless you are a business owner. But even still,
Mhm.
a lot of times, if you're a business owner, you don't have the availability and the freedom to do what you want because you're tied to making that business successful.
Right.
So opening this company has opened up our eyes. I know mine for sure, and I know yours because we talk about it all the
Oh
time.
yes.
It opened up our eyes to something new, something different. Now, the industry that we were in, which is network marketing, it has been around for years. And just like any other industry, there's companies and businesses that come and go, and it's because of different different reasons. Sometimes the business ethics aren't the best, sometimes the practices aren't the best. But that's one thing about our company in this industry is it's a stable company. The CEOs, they do things, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm lost the words today, but David Hart and Adela Hart, they do things in
Strategically.
strategically, to make sure that the company and the product itself has longevity. You
Yeah.
know, Travel isn't going anywhere.
Not going nowhere. It's been
I
here
mean,
before us, and it's gonna be here after.
right. And everybody wants to travel. And like, let's talk back on that inflation that we touched on a little bit. You know, um, People who are my age, millennials, we already know that we don't want to work 30 or 40 years for someone. We already know that. But we also know that we don't want to sacrifice experience either. you know and so a lot of us are looking for other ways to make income and other ways to be able to still explore with our families, and that's exactly what this vehicle offers us: the opportunity to still create those experiences while creating a substantial income. um I don't want to take over, so go ahead, chime
No,
on in.
you is doing good, girl. Cause I'm like this. I'm over here taking notes. You said a lot about risk. You know what? With with this company, there are no risks in this company.
The risk is you gonna
You
take some
not
risk.
doing it.
That you not
And
doing it. That's the biggest risk. But once you get in, the biggest risk, the biggest thing, the worst thing that can happen, as our 3-star directors say, our 3-star ambassadors, excuse me, is you're gonna go on some amazing vacations. There's
I'm
a
not,
lot of people that are traveling anyways, and they don't need to make extra money, but they're using this platform because what does a smart person do? Just because they have it, don't mean they spend it.
you're
They
right.
look for ways to invest their money and save their money. And so this platform allows just that: a way to invest money, a way to save money, a way to make money. So I mean, it's It's a no-brainer, like you say all the time. It don't take nobody that long to go crazy, or you know, to
And
understand.
best case scenario, right? You said worst case scenario, the risk is you're not doing it. Worst case scenario, you got a whole bunch of vacations that you can take. That's worst case scenario. And I don't think that didn't sound like worst case anything. But best case scenario, you can make a six-figure income.
I was gonna say that best case scenario, you're gonna take $350, a $350 investment at the very highest, the best package. You're gonna take that $350 investment, and you have the opportunity to turn it into six figures. Our personal team ambassador done it twice.
Two times.
A double six-figure earner. I mean, they say, oh, the people at the top make all the money. No. When I came into this company, Ambassador Taylor, she was only making $2,500 a month. She only had 50 people on her team. Now she has over 1,500 people on her team.
Ain't that a beautiful thing?
Right, a double six-figure.
And she didn't even bring all those people in.
Nope, didn't do all of it by herself at all. But she has built an amazing community, within that 1,500 people. That's how I met you. That's how I met Pastor Mel.
That's my mama. That's my mama.
That's how I met a lot of people who are, important to my life now. They always say that blood is thicker than water. But in my case, family only makes you related.
That water good, ain't it? That water good.
Right. Blood only makes you related. Family is who loves you and who's there for you. And my travel family is something else, girl. I love y'all.
You and me as never part. I can't wait to see you in a couple weeks.
I know that's right. So it's more. Look, police over there, boo, chiming
Don't
in.
Don't be like that, bruh. Don't be
like
that.
But it's more than travel. It's a community. We share different nuggets with each other all the time. Like I didn't know that you could turn your lifestyle into a walking tax advantage until this conference.
Girl. Thank you, Cynthia Sly, and One Star Ambassador. You and me, us never part two. She's cooler than the other side of the pillow. Her and her husband. Yeah, Mike. So much for that tidbit nugget dropped, and I went and fried it up, slapped it up, because I did all the research and it was too legit to quit. And I'm up here, like I said, doing these taxes and calculating and just watching the money just rise. And you know what? Uncle Sam say in the United States, if you live in the United States, and we are a global company, the taxes, I talked to our sister out of the United Kingdom, Mamu Hill, and she said the taxes, over there is not like the taxes over here, but they still get some, some really and it just makes about it. The way the economy is, remember that saying, God bless the child that got his own.
Oh yes, I'm trying to see that
it
child.
Is so good. Right. Look, and then Jamie Foxx made a song. I love it because she got her own. She don't need miles or something alone. I like that song. And you know what? And two is always better than one. Okay, so multiple is always going to be better than one. It's okay, like you can take one trip, right, and have the time of your absolute life. What do you think that's going to do to your inner self? It's going to make you want to do more trips and more. You want to get that same feeling again. Oh, yeah. Every time I come home, I'll be like this.
Before I even come home, when I'm on the trip, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Look. It be going so fast.
So fast.
I mean, like, dang.
A couple of days at home don't go that fast.
Right. I was like, oh. I be counting down, marking the calendar. this look, I was thinking about trying to take a little staycation somewhere just to, to be like, because, you know, the other day I was having a bad day. I was having a real bad day the other day, and I snapped when I was talking to my therapist, and then she was like, do you have a vacation planned anytime soon? And I was like, yeah, but it ain't coming fast enough. She was just maybe just ride out to the beach or something, do some more writing. I can do that because of this platform. Because if I sit still too long, I'll be like, I get antsy. I do. I get a little antsy. And then right before I be like this, I'm finna lose then I be like this, I get a notification. Ding ding, countdown starting to your next trip. And then I get to go and live my life like it's golden, taking pictures and like this Dubai trip that we got coming up. I know for you not to be going, me and Michelle Campbell have worked your nerves. But
Ooh.
I am going to give you a blessing, because if it wasn't for you, I would have probably spent money that I didn't have to. If I didn't just be like woosah and we didn't get a third person in, because remember me and Michelle was trying to figure out, well, we
do it.
we was going through it, trying to find flights, and it was the flight, because the room. Look, thank you,
How
David.
much that room cost? How much the room cost?
Technically nothing, because David Hart been paying me my money on time and stuff, and I had some money in my wallet, so I went on and used my commissions, and I have a free business because I'm collecting and earning free travel points. So I just used the free travel points that David Hart supplied me, as well as that commission. But it would have cost me like an arm and a leg. I mean, I'm talking about for two people.
What how much?
A whole $49.
$49.
A whole $49
at a Roach Motel.
Girl, no, we're gonna be staying at a 5-star resort. You did, and it's a world tour, so you already know it's gonna be all that in the bag of chips, and I mean breakfast is included for two people. And the breakfast is like what, $60?
Oh,
for two people.
And I think y'all right across.
And it's right for 5. No, it's for 6 days. And we're gonna go a day ahead. Yes, 6 days, 5 nights, and of course we're gonna get a day, because we're gonna get there a day ahead of the world tour. So we're gonna get a room. I almost forgot about that. So we're gonna grab a room right down the street, but like probably at the airport, and that way we can meet up at the room, and then we can go together, and we're gonna have a good time. The world tour starts on the 23rd until the 28th, and we got some stuff lined up. It's gonna be some footage. I'm gonna be in the desert.
No, that's right. Y'all gotta do the flying dresses, some dune buggies, or
well, I'm definitely doing, because what I did was, because what I like to do is when I look up these activities, because like we said, it's so much more than travel. We got travel, you have access to travel and entertainment as well. And when I do these trips, I go into my back office and I look up, I put the location in that area will populate. And what I do is, when I like stuff, it was a word that I didn't understand, like sand surfing and dune boarding or something like that. So I Googled it and YouTube the video of it, and I was like, that looked like it could be fun.
So you know what? I think
like,
Pastor
really
Mel.
Fun.
I think Pastor Mel and Lady K did that when they was there. Because I remember Pastor Mel sharing the photos, and Lady K, she was so cool with it, but she had wiped out. I was like, oh, now why you do my first lady like that? Why you post that picture?
So listen. So check this out. So I on the cruise that I just came back from, this guy that I was helping one of the tours, he was an older gentleman, and he was on a cruise, but he had these sunglasses, right? That all you gotta do is push the button and it records. So and this is gonna be for educational and advertising purposes. So therefore it is a write-off. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
because this is gonna be my video and editing, everything is done by this app, so it'll be easy for me to upload the footage. But I am going to be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be some really good footage, and you can hear the audio and stuff. So I'm gonna do some sand duning. Oh yeah, so I'm letting you know right now. Forgive me for the I'm gonna put it on the caption. Sasha gonna help me do it because Sasha helped me do everything. And Sasha got to help me do it. Cause matter of fact, I'm gonna bring the glasses and we're gonna have everything set up in Memphis when you get here before we go to Memphis. Because when I'm driving down the road, when we go to Memphis, oh dang. Look,
You
I'm
said
just gonna say language from the other passengers because since I know we recording, then I'm gonna be like, whoopsie. Or I'm just gonna have to edit it, and you're gonna have to show me how to put whoopsie every time somebody say something bad.
Or we just gonna bloop it out.
Or yeah, you're gonna have to teach me how to do all that. But listen, this is like the best travel membership, better than anything. It is the wholesale of travel. It is a means to have you save money, make money, travel more, travel better, travel less. And guess what? In 15 minutes, it is that Zoom ID. That's why we finna end it right now because we got to get on this Zoom. So for Friday Night Live to a night at 8 o'clock in the next 15 minutes, that is the Zoom ID, but there is a password. So you're gonna have to get back to the person that shared this on their wall. If any partners out there, woo woo, teamwork make the dream work. And Delora, we're gonna see you in 15 minutes. So we're gonna see you at the beach,
the bank, or both.
Or both. So see y'all later. Talk to y'all later. Holla at your girl for now. Yee